a tribute to Marion. It's really been a pleasure knowing you for the past 60 plus years. Your dinners were always so superb. Your sense of humor, amazing. Your cookbook, I still use it today. Your ability as a hostess with large numbers of people.
Thanks, Mayor, for taking me on the cruise. I really enjoyed it, and my favorite part was spending it with you. Now can I have my $5? Just kidding.
I think my favorite memory with Mayor was my first year of college, when for spring break I went to California with Mayor and my dad, and people on my floor in my dorm were like, oh, like, where are you going for spring break? What are you doing? I'm like, oh, like, me and my grandma are going away together and it's gonna be great. And people were like, oh, okay. And I was like, no, like, my grandma's like really cool though. Like, my grandma's awesome. It's like my grandma, my dad, and I are going to LA for like spring break. And people like didn't get it, but I got it, and you got it, and the whole trip was incredible. I mean, we went to that restaurant, we went to the beach, and we didn't go to the Ellen show because she broke her back and then canceled it, which was why we were there. But it was super fun, and we stayed in that little cottage with you and my dad and I, and it was a lot of fun. So that's my favorite memory.
Hey, Mayor. I don't have a special memory because they're all special memories. You're the best mom ever, and I love you. So have a great happy birthday, and I hope to see you soon. But I do remember when you caught me and Scott Cromling drinking 7-Up.
My favorite memory with Mayor is on the Disney cruise when we all danced and we had a character dance party. It's just so much fun seeing Mayor enjoying herself and dancing. Also, one of my other favorite memories that I have with Mayor is when we make meatballs and peas and pasta together every time I see her.
Mayor, I think my favorite memory of you is our visits together in New Jersey, cooking in the kitchen, going shopping, visiting Aunt Paula.
I think my favorite memory about Mayor is when she bought the PlayStation in her house, just because she wanted the kids to have some fun, more fun.
I wanted to tell you about my favorite memory of you, and it was when I came to Christmas the first time, and it was when you had presents for everybody, and there was so much care in wrapping, and it was absolutely amazing time. You made everybody feel so special, and like everybody was the only person that you were thinking of, and I love that about you, and I hope you have a wonderful birthday, and I hope you celebrate many, many more together. Happy birthday. Love you, Mayor. Bye.
I love that Mayor can come over often and we can see her often because having her around is such a treat.
Hi, Mayor. I've always been very impressed that you go out of your way to visit us and spend a lot of time with us, and I especially remember you in Bogota visiting several times, and you were independent enough to even walk all the way down to Andino Mall a couple of times to go to the casino. So super impressive, and I have always admired that about you.
I remember commenting to you something once positive about Ted Kennedy. You looked askance, as though I had temporarily lost my sense of sanity. I remember that well.
That was the night when all of us were sitting with Robert in Santo Domingo out in his patio, and he was smoking his cigar, and long into the night we had political discussions. Marion, you've been wonderful to me over many, many years. When I was just Don's kid sister and you two were dating, you were very kind and always thoughtful. And then there was the time that you came to Calgary, and it was August, but it was cold. It was really cold, and you were a very good sport.
My memory of Mayor would definitely have to be on the Alaskan cruise when she went air guitaring with us.
My favorite memory of Mayor is when she came and visited us once when I was 10 or 11, and I came home from school and I sat on her lap at our kitchen table for 4 hours and we played online solitaire.
My favorite memory of Mayor is talking about politics and philosophy with her. We don't always see eye to eye, but it's always a good conversation. She's always very polite, and I really respect that. Have a great birthday, Mayor. Lots of love.
Well, I can't really narrow down a lifetime of memories with Mayor to just a handful. So I will say that My favorite memories of Mare are, aside from the cooking and the baking, of course, is when I see her surrounded by family and she's laughing so hard she's doubled over. And when you get her to belly laugh, that's really the best feeling in the world. Love you, Mare. Happy birthday.
Hi, Mare. I remember you helping me cash in my $5 lottery ticket.
How do I pick my favorite memory of the world's greatest mother? Maybe it was when we were at Tops when I was a small tyke and she bought me every doll and every outfit because they were 90% off. Or maybe it was all of our Christmases and all the wonderful holidays, funny face hamburgers, the Richard Simmons cruise, the Disney cruise. But I will say my favorite thing to say about her is that she would lose her arm if it would save one of us from getting a hangnail. We always like to laugh, so most of them are because one of us is being silly. And I'll leave you with this last thought of something that happened at church recently. As we walked into church, she turned and looked at me and said, "I think my glasses are on upside down."
Memory of Mare is when we went on the cruise and it was Christmas and we all gathered around and exchanged gifts. Thanks, Mare.
Mom, you've always been present for all of us, whether it was as a den mother in Cub Scouts or watching incredibly boring debate tournaments. You've always had all of our friends over, even when friends like Tom Segura made anatomically correct gingerbread men. You were not pleased, but you nevertheless welcomed everybody over. One of my favorite stories is when in high school, Chris Cronin and Kathy Bonzak had to bring their mothers to a religion class at high school, and they both chose you instead of their own mothers to take. So Mom, you've always been present for us, for all of our friends, for all of our children, for all of our children's friends. Last time you came to visit me, you came to the Department of Motor Vehicles because you said, "I'd rather just be with you than do anything else." So for Mom, thank you for always being there. Thank you for being a mom for all of us.
My favorite memory, I probably have two favorite memories of Mare. The first one is back in the days where Danny and I were at KinderCare, which was our own personal nightmare. We used to have Mare and Pop-Up come and pick us up and save us in the big blue Astro van that probably no one else remembers, but that was my only salvation of that place, was when they would show up with Shammy in tow. My second favorite memory was going through my licensing exam and having Mare take me in for a month and a half despite all my quirks and feeding me lasagna on the regular, which was fantastic.
My favorite memory with Mare is when for Christmas she got me a blue North Face jacket, and Steve, for the same Christmas, got Mare the exact same blue North Face jacket, and we matched, which was awesome. And my second favorite memory is when we went to Budapest and we did the escape room and we escaped only because of Mare's amazing mathematical skills.
She crushed it.
My favorite memory of Mare, and perhaps my most uncomfortable memory of Mare, was when me and some of the other cousins and some of the aunts and uncles and Mare and Aunt Pat played Cards Against Humanity in Cabanas, and needless to say, it was an interesting experience, and I learned a lot about Mare and Aunt Pat.
My favorite memory of Mare is when Steve and I were sitting at the dining room table and we heard a huge crash from upstairs, and Steve shouts out, "Mare, are you okay?" And Mare goes, "Help, I've fallen and I can't get up." And Steve bolts as fast as I've ever seen him up the stairs, and Mare starts laughing and saying, "It was just a joke." And Steve goes, "Mare, you can't ever do that again."
Yeah. Marion, you know, when you've known somebody for close to 60 years, there are so many memories. Your engagement, your shower, your wedding. You know, I can remember all of those things so well. But what did we have for lunch yesterday? Not so good. Love you, dear. Bye.
My favorite memory of Mare was when she and Grandma LaMensa bathed Stephen for the first time, and he erupted, as boys will do when cold water touches them. They laughed hysterically. It was priceless. I'll remember it forever.
Two of my favorite memories of Mare. The first one is when Kathy and I graduated from college, and we had graduation parties. And I just remember how sweet and nice you were to my grandfather, Gramps, and I just was very touched by that at the time. Thinking way back to then. My second memory, it was one of my all-time favorites, is actually playing a game of Sorry with you in New Jersey. And I had not experienced the full brunt of your competitiveness. And I watched you and I think Dave Jahaki just go toe-to-toe there in that fierce game of Sorry. So that was something to behold.
Hi Mayor, we have lots of memories together, and some of the ones I'm never gonna forget are like when we went on the cruise and we did the Princess Tea Party and just hanging out together. Love you.
My memory of Mayor is way back when I was in high school, when Robert surprised us and said he was bringing 8 friends over for Christmas in just a few days. He left the house and gave us 5 days notice, and Mayor whipped into a frenzy. We made stockings with each of the kids' names on them. We made banana bread and popcorn balls. We bought little address books and all kinds of gifts so that on Christmas morning, each of the students would have something to open to remind them of home. And this really epitomizes for me Mayor, who's always in for the more the merrier and always wants everyone to feel like they're part of the family.
My favorite day is the day with Mayor. I was her.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marian. Happy birthday to you. And because we love you very much, we will not subject you to a second verse.
Happy birthday, Mayor!
Happy birthday, Mayor! Birthday, Mayor!
Happy birthday, Mayor. I love you.
Happy birthday, Mayor!
Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mayor. We love you.
Happy birthday, Mayor.
Happy birthday, Mayor!
Wishing you the most happiest birthdays ever, ever, ever.
Happy birthday, Mayor.
Happy birthday, Mayor.
Happy birthday, Mayor.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mayor.
Happy birthday, Mayor.
Happy birthday, Marion, and many more. Love you, dear.
Happy birthday, Mayor.
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 Happy birthday, my favorite Mayor.
Happy birthday, Mayor.
Happy birthday, Mayor.
I love Mayor.
Not bad for an old broad.